everyone, and welcome back to our podcast, Turning Pages. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Ocean.
And it's so nice that you're back. Today, we are doing something a little bit different. Instead of doing a book review, we are talking about bookish hot takes and unpopular opinions. Some of them are our own, some of them are from friends and family, and others were found online. So we're going to talk about them, react to them, say our opinions. And yeah, it should be fun. There might be some controversial opinions in here, but you never know until you know. So, yeah, and then next week we'll be doing the book review on Aristotle and Dante, Discover the Secrets of the Universe. Yeah, it's exciting. I put it on my nightstand today because I was like, okay, I gotta read it soon. And it immediately brought me comfort, just putting my bookmark in the book.
That's so real.
I just immediately felt transported back to when I first read it. And I was like, this is just amazing.
It is. It's such a good book.
It's
oh my god.
So good.
It's so underrated.
It's so underrated. It's so underrated and it's so good. It's so good.
Like, I only discovered it through my sister. Like, I've never heard anyone talk about it, like, online.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's so underrated.
Yeah, it is. If you like these episodes, please, if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. And if you're on Spotify, please follow and leave our podcast a rating. It's very much appreciated. Let's just jump right in. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I feel like you have more hot takes, so I feel like you should go first.
Yeah, okay, so my first hot take. I prefer romance as a subplot, not the main plot of a book. Unless I need a good palate cleanser. You know, when you read 5 or 6 heavy fantasies in a row or something like that. And it's just like, I need something a little bit lighter. Some people just opt to not read for a little while and put on a movie or TV show. Other people decide to read, like, romance books. I go for, like, a romance book that still has some plot besides the romance, but has a heavier romance plot. But I only do that as a palate cleanser. Whenever I go to the bookstore, I go right to the fantasy aisle or the sci-fi aisle.
No, me too. I agree. I find, like, if it's only romance, I get kind of bored. Like, I feel like if it's romance within a plot, it's more easy to get more invested because you know the characters more and, like, they're in more, like, dire situations.
Yeah.
So you get more invested, you know?
And there's only so much banter that can happen in a book. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm a sucker for banter. I love it in a good fantasy book whenever there's a romance subplot. And I don't know, it's different when that's all that the book is. It's kind of like, okay, you know. And also, they stay in the flirty stage for a really long time in romances. But yeah, do you want to say one of your hot takes?
Sure. I think, if I remember right, one of my hot takes was I didn't like Fourth Wing. Please.
And that is so controversial.
Please don't kill me, please.
Please don't kill me.
Spare me. God. I'm so sorry. I tried to like it. I went into it with an open mind, and I don't know. I didn't hate it, but I just feel like it was really overhyped for what it was. I'm pretty sure it got like a really, really good review on Goodreads.
Yeah, it has almost 5 stars on Goodreads.
Which is like insane. I don't think it deserves 5 stars. I'm so sorry.
What did you rate it?
I would rate it like a 3.5.
Okay, that's not terrible.
Yeah, it was just kind of mid. I found like the story wasn't very original. I feel like it was, for like a fantasy book, it was like, what was it? It was like, there was a war, and they had dragons, and it was like, okay.
Oh, dragons is cool.
It was pretty cool. And I also really didn't like the main character. She was like 4 feet tall, and she was like, her bones broke all the time.
Oh my god!
Well, okay.
Why is she riding a dragon?
I think it's because the author had like a chronic illness, and she was like writing it into the main character, which I think is really, really good for like representation, but I also like couldn't really take the characters seriously because I was like, she was described as like being like petite, and she had like thick hair that like went down. And also her love interest was like this guy, and he was like 6 feet tall, and his name
big
was
difference.
his name was like Zayden, and he was like emo, and like he was all edgy, and it was like it was supposed to be like enemies to lovers, but they were just like, which I like enemies to lovers, but only if it's done right.
Yes.
But like they were just mean to each other. Like they,
Aw.
I don't know, I didn't like it.
It's not even enemies at that point, it's just bullying.
Yeah. And like, I don't know, there was like a lot of smut. It was really freaked. It was a really freaked out book, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. And yeah, the characters just annoyed me. And there was also like another guy character that was like the Walmart version of Gale. And it was like, I don't know.
That's crazy, bro.
And it
We
just
hate Gale.
literally, we all hate Gale.
We hate Gale.
We hate Gale.
If you're Team Gale, get out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out.
What are you doing?
Literally.
And it just pissed me off. And I was like, also the war, like the story, there was a war that was going on for like 300 years or like 500
Wow.
years. And I was like, what could you possibly
Be fighting about for this long.
Nothing is that deep.
Yeah.
Nothing is that deep. And like their school was like they had to go through a bunch of trials and stuff, and
Wow.
by the time they graduated, most of the students died.
Oh
And I
my
was
god.
What? You guys gotta get a better system.
Yeah, because you need soldiers, though. If everyone's dying before they get out on the field.
Yeah, just like annoyed me. And yeah, but like it was entertaining.
Yeah.
I didn't get bored reading it, and it was like easy to read. It just like pissed me off.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't read Fourth Wing. I really want to, though, just because your opinion. And I've just heard such a wide range of opinions, and I just feel like I need to make an opinion for myself.
Yeah. You can borrow my copy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. And I like dragons.
Yeah.
That's not really in a lot of books. I mean, there's a lot of war and enemies to lovers and stuff, but there's not a lot of dragons. Unless you find, like, that one niche book. Because right now it's Trials.
Mm-hmm.
Right now what's trending is Trials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the dragons are pretty chill. I like the dragons.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like, it wasn't, like, terrible. It was, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was pretty average.
It was not your
from
favorite.
my perspective, but
Yeah.
everything's subjective, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's reading taste is different.
Yeah.
I hate it when authors take their sweet time describing something.
Same.
It's like, I don't need 2 or 3 pages describing the way his hair looks in the rain. I just need you to get right to the point.
I find it like classic books and like
Oh my
the
lord.
older books, they do that so much.
I really wish I liked classics more than I do. I've tried. I'm still gonna try. But I tried reading Wuthering Heights. This might be a hot take. I did not like it.
I've never read it.
I got to like 25 or 30% of the book. I was listening to it on audio. I couldn't handle it. The main girl was hitting people.
Oh my gosh.
She was hitting people. And I was like, what is going on right now? I'm like, I do not support that in books whatsoever. I understand, like, at the time, I guess it might have been normal, because she was, like, hitting the person who worked for her.
Oh.
And she hit, like, her boyfriend or something like
Oh my
that.
god. What was the
Yeah.
problem?
I have no idea. I didn't stay long enough to find out. But she was, like, I couldn't read that anymore. I was like, this is terrible. Because abuse is just terrible.
Yeah.
And, Heathcliff, the main guy, all he did was yell at everyone all the time. And it's like, because it goes back and forth in time. And after, he's just yelling at everyone all the time. He's super mean. It's like, I just couldn't handle that.
I understand that.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever experienced that with a classic?
Yeah. I think I tried to read like Jane Eyre or something.
Oh, yeah.
I
A
feel like-
chunky book.
Yeah, and I feel like I kind of just like gave up halfway through because I was like, I don't even know what's happening because it's just so many long descriptions and I just zone out and then forget what's happening.
Fair.
And yeah.
And, like, their language was so different back then. Like, not really, but different enough where it's like a lot of the big descriptive words they use I don't use in my everyday language.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I need to have a dictionary beside me whenever I'm reading one of those books.
Yeah.
Do you have any other hot takes? Do you have like 3 here on our notes?
Oh, I hate miscommunication tropes.
Fair.
It's like my least favorite. And like I understand like if they don't miscommunicate then there's like basically no conflict.
Yeah.
But it just annoys me so much.
Fair.
Like I just feel mad and that's like I just get really mad.
Fair.
And I'm like, come on guys, just communicate. Talk to each other. And yeah.
Yeah. I totally get that. I get that entirely. I feel like that, especially whenever it's the stupidest thing that they're arguing about, and it could just be solved with one conversation. It's like, are you really going to throw away what you have over something that could be easily talked out? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And then my other hot take is I don't like Colleen Hoover. I don't like her books.
Fair.
And I don't like the things that she like romanticizes in her books. I don't know. I feel like most people don't like Colleen Hoover now.
Yeah, I feel like it definitely has become more mainstream, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure like in one of her books
I've read so many of her books.
The brother, I haven't read any of her books. I've just like heard things.
Yeah.
But wasn't there one where like the brother was dating his stepsister?
Yeah, so this guy was dating. So basically his dad started dating again and dated this girl, but he was already dating that girl's daughter.
Oh.
And the parents got together and they tell their parents like, we're dating. I can't remember too much, but I remember that. And they had a kid together, and then they get to a car accident and the kid dies because he saves her instead of the kid, and then they break up.
Oh my god.
Spoilers. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that's ugly. That's Ugly Love. That's the name of the book.
That's crazy.
I've read a bunch of her books because whenever she was super popular, I read like a bunch of her books. I read It Ends With Us, Ugly Love, Reminders of Him, Regretting You, Verity. I read Verity. I can understand where you're coming from. That was a very concerning plot. Yeah, that was definitely a bit weird. And there's like this line where it's like, and we both laughed at her son's big balls.
Bro.
I still can't believe that was allowed to be put into writing. Okay, another hot take. I hate it when people are mean in books and the person's like, oh, they're so mean, they're so attractive.
That's what happens in Fourth Wing.
Oh my goodness.
That's exactly what happens.
Lord, I hate it when that happens. It's so incredibly toxic to... I don't know, I just think it's toxic. Like,
and I feel like that's like a bad thing to put in a book where, you know, a lot of young people and teenagers are reading. Because, because they don't know any better and you're romanticizing that.
Yeah. And, it's like, oh, it doesn't matter that this person has a terrible personality. They're so hot. They have abs. Yeah. They work out. They have luscious hair. It's just like, but personality does actually matter. Personality matters way more than looks. And that's something that just upsets me. It's like, it doesn't matter if they're terrible. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is that they have glistening abs.
Yes.
An 8-pack. A freaking 8-pack. So I just don't like that in books. I think that's really toxic. Like you said, like young adults, teenagers, even like people who are younger than that are reading these books now. Like 10-year-olds are reading these books now. Yeah. And I just feel like that's not a good message to send.
It's weird.
Yeah, it is. No one has to agree with these opinions. This is just like a fun little thing to do, a fun little thing to talk about.
Yeah.
No one has to agree with any of our opinions. You could be yelling at your phone or screen right now saying you're wrong, and that's okay. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, here are some online hot takes. Some hot takes from the World Wide Web. And we're going to talk about them. We're going to say if we agree with them or not. These are ones, like I said, we found online, so these aren't my opinions or Ocean's opinions. It's just things we're gonna say if we agree with or not, and like why, and just we're just gonna get right into it. The first one I found: not every book deserves a special edition. What do you think about that?
Wait, what do you mean special edition?
Like, you know when they get sprayed edges, or when they get like new bindings, new covers.
Honestly, I don't know. I don't really care. I feel like if you worked really hard on a book and you want to get a special edition, go for it.
Yeah.
You know?
Fair.
I feel like, yeah. I feel like I disagree with that. But like, I feel like I'm pretty neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree too. And like, if you're proud of your book and you have the means to be able to make special editions, do it.
Yeah.
Make yourself happy. You put a lot of effort into that book. You deserve it.
Absolutely.
Another hot take: books are too long.
I disagree.
Mm.
I feel like, I don't know, I've never read a book that I was like, this is too long. Well,
I have.
Oh. I feel like some books.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if it's like 600 pages, you could probably split that up into 300 page books. But I feel like most of the books I've read, I'm like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
You know?
Fair. Yeah. I don't know what to think about that one. I think it depends. I'm not against it as long as you have a good enough plot or good enough characters to be able to make it that long and it still be interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, books are too long. I don't necessarily agree with that. Like, I think it definitely depends. Everyone's reading taste is different. Some people will agree with it, some people won't.
Every book has to be 20 pages long from now on.
Only 20 pages?
Yes.
You guys heard it, authors out there? 20-page max.
20 page, because I said so.
Because Ocean said so. Next hot take: series are too long.
I don't think so. I feel like most of the series I've read are like, actually, wait, it depends. I feel like there's some authors that never stop producing books. Like,
which is crazy.
One of them is like Rick Riordan. I love him so much. I would die for him. I love him. But it's so much. It's so many books, and he never stops. And I'm fully in support of him. I love him so much. Like, get that money. But I can't read all of them. I can't. I only read like his main series, and then I read a little bit of The Trials of Apollo, and then I was just like, it never ends. It really never ends. And yeah.
I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they can talk that much for that long. It's impressive.
It really is.
So impressive. It takes me a hot minute just to come up with like,
I know. I couldn't
a poetry. Like, it takes me a while to come up with a prompt for that. It's really impressive. Yeah.
It really is. So, like, good for him, but I'm not reading all that. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's a lot of pages.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't think series are too long. It depends on the series. But I'm not like one of those people that thinks all series are too long. By all means, write to your heart's content. Write as much as you want. Okay. This is a huge hot take, in my opinion.
Ooh.
Don't hold on to books after you read them.
What?
I know.
What? Who thinks that? Why?
I found this off a random website.
Oh my goodness. I hard disagree with that.
Yes, me too.
I have emotional attachments to so many of my books, and I reread them over and over again. All of my books are annotated and highlighted and underlined.
That's so sad.
And
I don't have the time for that. I just read it as fast as I can.
And I still have like my Winnie the Pooh books from my childhood that my mom gave me from her childhood, from her mom's childhood, and they're like the classic like British like Winnie the Pooh original books, and like I could never get rid of them ever.
That is so adorable. You are like the cutest person.
But I hard disagree with that.
Me too.
I think it's okay if you want to give your books away, if you want to give them to your friends, if you want to get books from the library, like, but I think it's totally okay to keep a book.
Yes, I agree with that. That's so true. And I understand, like, if you don't want to keep the books you didn't like, give them to little free libraries, donate them to your local thrift store, sell them. I do that with books I don't like.
Same.
I mean, everyone has their own opinion, but, like, I'm just one of those people where I'm a little collector. I love collecting things, and books are, fall into that category, and, like, I just love to collect them.
Yeah.
Especially the ones I love. I don't want to give up the books I love.
Like, if someone tried to take my Ari and Dante book,
you'd kill them, bro.
I'd love. They could never escape me.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Have you annotated Ari and Dante?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. I could never. I've tried to annotate, but I just get confused and I just forget. And then I'm like, well, I'll just not do it anymore, I guess.
Yeah, I just like to underline lines in the books that like are meaningful to me, and then like sometimes I'll write down why. But I think
so cute. That's so like Pinterest of you.
So aesthetic.
You're so aesthetic. Note to self: do not take Ocean's Ari and Dante book.
Don't take it. That's
Don't take
child.
it. Like, I full on believe you whenever you say you will have them down. Another hot take: stop with the big TBRs.
I disagree. I feel like it's okay to have a book that like you haven't read yet that you're planning on reading. I mean, like, that's the point of buying things, is like you're gonna use them, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to use it immediately. And like that means that like you have a lot of books waiting for you to read, so you're not running out of things to read, you know?
You have good variety.
Yeah. And it just shows that like you love reading and like that's your hobby, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's no harm in that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I mean, I disagree with it as well, but I think that if you get rid of books, you should give it to someone you know, or to a little free library, or donate it or something like that. I don't think you should ever throw them out in the garbage.
Never.
Because, people will love that book. You want to give it to a good home.
Like throwing away books feels like a crime.
It is a crime.
It is
a crime. If you throw away a book, you are diabolical.
But to us, we'll take it.
I will literally take that book.
Yeah.
I literally will. I personally don't want a big TBR for myself, just because if they sit there for long enough, I'm not going to want to read them anymore.
Yeah, that's fair.
And so I try to like keep my TBR under control. Right now I have 18 books.
Whoa, that's a lot.
It's better than it used to be. I used to have 40.
Oh my god.
I cut that down.
Good for you.
I read 20-something books in the summer. I'm getting through it. I'm determined. I'm going to finish my TBR in June.
I think mine's like 5.
That's impressive. So I learned my lesson. From now on, I'm just going to go to the store, buy 1 or 2 books at a time.
Yeah.
The next hot take: not all books in a series need to match. They don't need to have the same spines. And if you have a hardback with paperbacks, it's okay.
I mean, yeah, I feel like everyone has like creative liberty to do whatever they want with their books, but I do love like a matching set of books, especially a box set.
It's so satisfying when they're all the same height. Their spines all look the same.
But I feel like at the end of the day, like, you do whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm one of those people where it's like, I love it when my books match in a series. All my Hunger Games books match. And I love it.
Yeah.
It's just satisfying to me.
It is.
The next and last hot take I found online: books should initially be released in paperback and only be made into hardbacks if it does well.
But like, why?
Yeah.
I don't understand why.
Yeah. I don't know either.
I mean, I guess if you have like a good reason, then yes. But I just don't understand why.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's again one of those things. Do whatever you want. If you want your books to be in hardback, release them in hardback.
Yeah.
If you want them to be in paperback, release them in paperback. If you only want them to be ebooks or on Kindle, do that.
Yeah.
I feel like there shouldn't be any limits to how people should release their books. I feel like everyone should have, like you said, creative liberty.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's
this episode.
Don't Steal Ocean's Ariane Dante book.
Yeah, please don't. Please.
Please don't. Not for their sake, but for yours. This was fun. Next week, we are going to be talking about Ariane Dante. Discover the Secrets of the Universe by, I do not know how to pronounce his name, Benjamin. I'm not even gonna try because I'm not even gonna try because people are gonna cook me over this.
That's okay. That's okay. You can say his first name, and that's what matters.
By Mr. Benjamin.
Mr. Benjamin.
Who I have immense respect for.
Same.
But thank you guys so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed. And if you did, if you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe. And if you're on Spotify, please follow us and leave a rating. And yeah, it was fun. So yeah, I hope you take care. Have a great day. And thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.